Can you just send that website to me?
Send this, like just
Yeah.
copy and paste that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Copy and paste that.
Okay, I'll go push that out.
All right. We're also now live on YouTube, just FYI.
Okay. Is Dennis and I the only two on?
Naomi's on.
Nope, gone.
I don't see her.
You may have
I
to
don't-
scroll your arrows over or down.
I see her name, but I don't see her picture.
Dennis and I the only two on?
Naomi's on.
Nope, gone.
I don't see her.
You may have to scroll your arrows over or down.
I see her name, but I don't see her picture.
Dennis and I the only two on?
I see her name and her picture.
I don't see her.
You may have to scroll your arrows over or down.
I see her name, but I don't see her picture.
Dennis and I the only two on?
I see her name and her picture.
I don't see her.
You may have to scroll your arrows.
Is that better, Naomi?
I can hear you, Sam.
Yes. Naomi, you're muted.
Now can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Dina,
Yes,
can you hear me?
yes, I can.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, who was that?
Naomi?
Okay, I heard you.
Seems like every time someone joins, mine it starts over again.
Okay, when everybody gets on, maybe we'll be able to keep that from happening. I don't see you again though, Naomi. There you are.
I can't see anybody now. I don't see anybody but myself. Hmm.
I don't see Sam or Dennis anymore. I don't know what happened to those.
Sam's near the bottom and I'm near the top.
I was gonna say, I can see everybody. You may just have to expand your viewing area by using your arrows. If you go to the top and there's a little icon that is like 9 little dots, that makes you go to grid view, and then you can expand your whole grid and see everybody at one time. I don't know if that made any sense, but.
they both up there?
And just to remind everybody, we are streaming on YouTube as well. So we are live streaming on YouTube.
You let me know whenever we're ready to go here.
I think we're ready. I have 6:30 and all the board members are present that are going to be present.
Okay. We'll call the meeting to order at 6:30 then. I'd like to welcome everyone that's out there, YouTube land and everywhere, I guess. Something a little different. We'll move on to the approval of the agenda.
So
I'll make
moved.
a motion to approve the agenda.
I have a motion by Dennis,
Second.
As well, yeah.
second by Mark. Further discussion? It's going to be different. All in favor, right hand. So we have 4. Where's
We
Naomi? I
lost
don't see.
Video
Nan-
again.
It's okay. Naomi can give me a yay or a nay. How's that sound? She's robotic. We'll wait for her to try here again. There she comes.
I think I hear her.
Yeah, this is deja vu for me.
There she is.
There's my right hand.
So you're good? All right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. We'll move on to approval or open forum. Do we have anyone sign for open forum?
We did not have anyone sign up for open forum.
Okay. We'll move on to approval of the consent agenda, which is approval of the regular open session minutes for February and March.
I'll make a motion. We approve the consent agenda for February and March.
We have a motion by Mark,
I'll second.
second by Lori. Further discussion? All in favor, right hand, which is backwards on the screen. Did we lose Naomi?
I see her.
She's frozen in time. There she
There
goes.
she is.
5-0.
There it
Good job. Sometimes it takes a while to go over the radio waves out in the
It does.
Osage County areas. All right. Approval and transfer and payment of bills. Did you have any questions on the bills?
I did not have any questions. You may have noticed that these are, there are a few more than normal, and that's because we did not have an open session last month. So this is all of the bills for the last 2 months.
Right.
I'll make a motion to approve the transfer and payment of bills.
Motion by Dennis.
Second.
We have a second by Mark. Further discussion? All in favor, right hand? All right, 5-0. Discussion action items. 6.1, Neil Lathan resignation.
Make a motion. We approve Neil Latham's resignation from the board.
We have a motion by Mark,
I'll second that motion.
second by Dennis. Further discussion? All in favor, right hand. You know, Naomi. Yeah, I got, there we go.
Yes.
5-0, Eileen. 6.2 board vacancy discussion.
I just wanted to real quickly, in your packet, I had placed a vacancy application for anyone who wants to apply for the board. This is the application they would fill out. Our board policy does say that we will solicit applications for the vacant spot. So, you know, as long as nobody had any issues with that application, that is what I would plan to use. My recommendation, our board policy does not have a timeline for when we have to fill this open spot. In light of the fact that normally our board election would have already taken place in April, but because of the virus, you know, it's been moved back to June. My recommendation, since we have 4 individuals running for 3 spots on the board, would be to solicit applications until after the election, and that would give the 4th person, whoever didn't get elected, an opportunity to also apply for the board through this process. To me, that seems like the fair thing to do, since normally that's, I mean, the elections would have already been over. So then my recommendation would be to take applications through June 5th. And then we could fill that vacant spot at the June meeting. So, any concerns, questions, thoughts about that process?
You're going to take applications, but you're going to let that 4th board member apply if they don't get elected. That's a little soon, wouldn't it be?
Well,
We won't know who that is until the election's over.
The election is June 2nd. We could actually extend that deadline. That's fine. You know, maybe if it would make everybody more comfortable to go till June 12th, that gives you a little over a week after elections to apply. Like I said, there's no deadline. So whatever everybody thinks is the most fair way to do that is fine with me.
Now, I was checking, and our board meeting is on the 15th in June.
Yes, it is.
So I was thinking something like around the 8th. That gives you the weekend also. The 8th is Monday.
And I will say that normally I believe that we do the June meeting a little bit later so we can get our final budget approved at that meeting. So in light of that, we probably will recommend to move the meeting back a week to the 22nd, just because that gives us time for that final budget to be done. Yes.
You have to certify the election results within 14 days.
Oh, that's true. So we have to have it before then. That is correct. Thank you, Elaine.
So we have to have it the 15th, yes.
Be the 15th. So is the 8th a fair date, do you think, for us to take applications until the 8th?
I was thinking of the 8th only because if we have more than 3 applications, we have to have a committee screen them and pick 3 that will be interviewed in front of the board on the 15th.
Right, that is true. So accept applications through June 8th. Is that
Yes.
okay, everybody?
That sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah. Everybody good there?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. 6.3, Beth Plume resignation.
I make a motion to accept the resignation of Beth Plume.
We have a motion by Dennis,
I'll second the motion.
second by Lori. Further discussion? All in favor, right hand. Four.
Naomi.
I think she's stuck.
Right hand. Can you hear me?
Naomi said she has her right hand.
Yes, there she goes. All right. Bailey Bearhorse resignation, 6.4.
I'll make a motion, we accept Billy Bearhorse's resignation.
We have a motion by Mark,
I'll second.
second by Dennis. Further discussion? All in favor, right hand. All right, we lost Naomi on video. Naomi, if you can hear us, can you give us a yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. No problem.
Yes.
All right. Caitlin Rutgers, resignation. She's the nurse, right?
Yes, she's the nurse at the high school.
I make a motion to accept Caitlin Rutker's resignation as the nurse for the high school.
Motion by Lori,
I'll second.
second by Dennis. Further discussion? All in favor, right hand. 4, and Naomi. All right, 5-0. Resignation, Bonnie Cleathermos.
I'll make a motion to accept Bonnie Cleathermos' resignation.
We have a motion by Dennis,
Second.
second by Mark. Further discussion? All in favor, right hand. 5-0. Approve the audit bid.
You have this in your packet. I'm trying to get it up here where everybody who's out there in technology land can see it. It's just time to do our audit bid again. We received 2 bids this time. One was from Girding Court and Chitwood, and one was from Graves and Associates. Girding Court and Chitwood is who we currently use, and Graves and Associates also one that's used throughout schools. They were very close in their bids. They were within a couple of $100 of each other, with Girding Court and Chitwood still being the low bid. And again, we currently use them. And so my recommendation would be to stay with Girding Court and Chitwood.
I'll make a motion to accept the bid from Girding, Corte, and Chitwood.
We have a motion by Dennis,
Second.
second by Mark. Further discussion? All in favor, right hand. 5-0. Approve bank bid.
Again, this is necessary because it's time to redo our bank bids again. And so again, we received 2 bids, one from Legends Bank and one from Mid-America Bank. Legends does currently serve as our bank depository right now. They also provide our HSA accounts to our employees. And then Mid-America Bank currently holds, I put CDs, it's actually our money market accounts. But in looking at the bids, Legends Bank does have the better bid of the 2. And so again, I would recommend that we continue with Legends Bank as our bank depository.
I'll make a motion, we continue with Legends Bank as our depository.
We have a motion by Mark,
I'll second.
second by Lori. Further discussion? All in favor, right hand. 5-0. Approve summer school.
This is an ongoing moving target. What I have in your board packet is what we had currently planned for summer school. I didn't take that out simply because I wanted you to see what we had originally planned. I can tell you there's no way that we are going to start on May 26th. So we already know that this calendar is not correct. But what they have told us that we can do is go ahead and have our boards approve our summer school applications with our dates to be determined at a later date once we kind of know when things are going to open back up again. DESE is supposed to provide us with a summer school update soon. They had another advisory committee meeting I believe it was last Thursday. So we hope to get some more guidance then. Our goal is to definitely have summer school, but it may be late June, it may be July, we just don't know yet. But in light of the fact that our kids have been out of school for a significant amount of time, if we can get them back in here this summer, we need to do that. So right now we are asking you to approve our summer school application with the actual summer school dates to be determined at a later date.
Is summer school through Catapult again this year?
Yes, it is. This is our third year of a 3-year contract with them.
I'll make a motion. We approve summer school for the 2020 school year.
We have a motion by Mark.
I'll second.
We have a second by Lori. Further discussion. So by, with the number of days, the funding for that through Catapult, would that also fluctuate depending on the number of days that we have, or will
Yes,
it's basically pay per day?
Yes, they have already told us that they will be very open to working with schools to do whatever it is we need to do, to get some type of summer school in. So
Okay.
I think that they're very willing to do that. They recognize the situation that we're all into, so.
Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor, right hand? 5-0. First reading of policy 0410, regulation 4320 and 4322.
I don't know if everybody had a chance to look through those. These are just policies that we need to change as a result of going to a 4-day week. 2 of them relate to leave days, and since employees are going to be working fewer days, we're reducing their number of leave days, and that is something that I discussed with LCTA previously as well. And then 1 is regarding board meetings, and since we currently hold those on the 3rd Monday of the month, we probably need to look at changing that because there will be many teachers and people that are off on that Monday. So I had recommended the 3rd Thursday of every month. So again, this is just the first reading, but any input is definitely appreciated.
Have a fire board meeting the 3rd Thursday of every month now.
Okay,
We have Boy Scouts, but it's okay. We can switch it, or Cub Scouts.
I can't switch mine because we're set. So
okay. So do we need to look at, I mean, it doesn't matter to me, honestly. It's whatever works for everybody. I mean, it's a meeting of the board, so whatever you guys need it to be, we can definitely make it work. Is the 3rd Tuesday of every month open?
with that, I just can't do the 3rd Thursday. That's all.
Okay. What about everybody?
Yeah, as far as I go, it's fine. Whatever day we pick, Tuesday would be fine too.
Tuesday's fine with me.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I'm open to whatever day the group decides.
Okay, so before the 2nd reading, I'll change that to the 3rd Tuesday of every month. And thank you, Mark.
Yep.
All right. 6.11. I'm going to try to not butcher this name, but Apogee. Apogee. I got it close. I just left out a letter.
Good.
That's a big word for a country kid.
Elaine thought when I put it on the agenda that I was making things up. Eric and I have been working or talking with Apogee. Currently, when we want to post something on Facebook and our website and email and send a textcaster, we have to do 4 different platforms to get all of those messages out. What Apogee does is it allows us to have a centralized system where we make one message and then we just tell it to go to all of those places. So instead of logging into 4 different sites, we just log into one, create the message, and send it out to everybody. The other thing that's really nice about Aptigee is that it syncs with our current student information system. So like now our parents have to sign up, parents or whoever have to sign up for Textcaster. Through Aptigee, it syncs with our student information system. So it automatically pulls those phone numbers from SysK-12 and puts them in the system. So if somebody changes their phone number and they forget to go in and do a Textcaster change, it doesn't really matter as long as we have their new phone number in the system. It will sync with that and put their new phone number in Aptigee and send out the message. The other thing that they will do for us is they will redo our website and make it a little more, I think, user-friendly, a little more eye-appealing. And then we also get our own app. So people will be able to download an app that is just specific to our school. I know one of the things that people talk about now is that our website isn't very mobile friendly. Well, with this new app, everything that you would see on our website, you can just click on the app and you can see that on a mobile version it's basically a mobile version of what's on our website. So you don't actually have to go to our website to see the information then. You can do it through the app. The other thing you can do with the app is set it up like any other app where it sends you push notifications or alerts or all of that other stuff that the kids know all about that I don't necessarily know all about. But and so it just really streamlines our communication process and allows us to have, I think, a better way of communicating with people in a one-stop shop that also allows us to get our website redone and get our own app. It doesn't really require board approval, but before we change the whole way we communicate with parents, I wanted you to know about it and get your input to see if you had any questions or concerns.
So is the cost, is there like a cost involved, I assume, with all of the web page and all of that?
There is. We currently pay for our web page as well. Now this is more, but we also then won't have Textcaster as part of that either, which Legends Bank currently pays for Textcaster, and I have not reached out to anybody yet to see if they would be willing to sponsor some of the cost of this, because if we have businesses that are willing to sponsor part of the cost or whatnot, we can actually put a page on our app that allows them to basically have their logo there as advertisement. So my plan going forward is to reach out and see if we can get some sponsors as well. I didn't want to do that until I was sure that was the direction we were going, but I believe that we will be able to get some sponsorships for that.
One question that I would have is, say you have like a grandparent or a friend or something like that that doesn't have anyone enrolled in the school. Would they still be able to sign up for this and get the same information as the Textcaster currently?
Yes, even though it syncs with our system, we can still also put numbers in there that aren't in our system. So if someone wants to get our notifications, they just have to let us know, and we can put their information in there so they can get those alerts.
Okay.
And the other thing it allows is that because it syncs with our system, it's real easy to set up groups. So if you just want to send a group to the FFA parents, or you want to send a group to the band parents or whatever, it's real easy in there to just set up a group, and then that's the only one who gets it, instead of everybody getting something that not everybody necessarily cares that the FFA fundraiser money is due on Friday. So it makes it pretty easy to target groups as well.
Sounds pretty customizable then.
What'd you say, Mark?
I said, that sounds like that'll make the public happy then, because everybody's kind of tired of all the test casting all the time, I think.
Yeah. It was pretty neat to see. And I actually know several other schools that have it. Dixon has it, Richland has it. I I was going to say, I've got some of them downloaded on my phone, but so I've actually been able to look at the live app. And it is pretty streamlined. So it's pretty user friendly. So as long as nobody has any objections to us moving forward with that and then seeking out some sponsorships, then that's probably the direction that we will go.
Sounds good.
I'm good.
Good.
6.12 CSET plan.
This is just in your folder because it is time to update our CSET plan for the next 5 years. It's something we've been working on all year. The administrative team has worked on it. We put out information to the public via our website and email and Facebook to get input from the public. I had put it out to the board once before as well. We put it out to teachers. So we have gotten some valuable input to go into the CSET plan. So I just want you to have that document because I would like for us to be able to approve that prior to the start of the 2020-2021 school year, so probably in June. So I wanted you to have ample time to look over it in case you had any questions or concerns prior to that.
Does anybody have any questions? Okay, we'll move on to announcements. Next regular meeting will be May 18th of 2020. And I'll entertain a motion, I guess, to adjourn
Yes.
open session.
Will our next meeting be video again, or do we know?
We don't know yet. Right now, they currently have gone through May 3rd with a stay-at-home order. So I think we will just have to play that by ear and see what happens between now and then. I hope
Okay,
not.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
We have a
I'll
motion
second the
by
motion.
Mark and a second by Dennis. Since we're not going to close, we can do all in favor, right hand. 5-0. Meeting is adjourned. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.
Good
You
evening.
too. Bye.
Yep.